It's very obvious that anywhere you hear DIY, you definitely see Nkechi Media. Well, let's make this Greek yogurt together because I have spent a lot of money buying this Greek yogurt and still it's not enough for me. I'm making use of Dano Cacao for this, and it's actually the 750 gram that I got. This actually gave me 8 cups. I'm using this particular cup for measurement and it gave me 8 cups. Now, how do you do your measurements? For every cup of milk, you have 2 cups of water. So I actually have 8 cups here, so I'm going to be using 16 cups. Mind you, I'm working with hot water. Okay, you use hot water. So I'm going to add 8 cups of hot water first so I can mix properly and to prevent lumps. Okay, please ensure your water is hot because most people will actually take it to the pot and then they'll boil it while doing it, but I'm not doing that method. So I'm just going to ensure the water is very hot and then I mix properly. Okay, the main aim of this is to ensure that it's properly mixed and to prevent lumps. Okay, after you're done mixing, you can actually go ahead to add the remaining 8 cups of water. Remember, we added just 8 cups of hot water before. Now it's up to you to add 8 cups of hot water or 8 cups of normal room temperature water. Personally, I added 3 cups of hot water and 5 cups of normal room temperature water, and then you go ahead to mix properly again. After mixing, you leave it to sit for some time because we need to take out the fat in the milk. Okay, so after leaving it for some time, and you can see the fat in the milk has settled on top of it, and we need to take that out. So properly take out the fat because we're not needing it in the Greek yogurt production. Okay, properly and carefully take it out so it doesn't really sink down, but then fat will always float on top. Now this is something they call the finger testing. This is dipping your finger, please a clean finger, into your production and ensure that it stays for 10 seconds. The first time I did it, I could not leave my hand for 10 seconds because it was very hot. Second time I did leave it for 10 seconds and I was like, okay, temperature was good enough for me to introduce my culture. Okay, this is my last production yogurt, what was remaining, and I'm going to use that as my culture for this new production. So I'm just going to scoop out a cup of milk from my new production, and I'm going to mix it properly with my last yogurt, and then I'm going to introduce it into the milk, and then I'll still stir because I want it to be evenly distributed all over the milk. Okay, so I want the yogurt to be very okay when it's after fermenting, when it comes out. Now mind you, after you're done, I'm going to cover it with a black nylon because black retains heat because we want it to still remain warm during the process of fermentation. After using the black to cover, I'm going to use a white hanky, and then I'm going to cover it again with any cloth of choice. Just ensure that it's properly covered, like you need to retain the heat, and this is how it's going to be looking, how mine is looking. And I've kept it in my microwave and I left it there overnight. Now this is the following morning and let's see what we have. I'm just trying to see if I'm just praying that it comes out well. Well, this is my third production, so obviously it's going to come out well. And this is what we have. You can see how thick this is. Like, it's so nice. Like, if you are someone that loves just yogurt, you can actually stop here, but our aim is to get Greek yogurt, like Ogbonge Greek yogurt. So to continue to the Greek yogurt production, we're going to have to sieve the whey from the yogurt itself. Now the whey is the water you will extract from the yogurt, as you can see me do. I was actually late for work and I had to like leave this in my fridge for it to stay. I actually used a bowl. I added a plate just so the plate to help me elevate or lift the sieve up, just to prevent the whey from going back to the yogurt. Okay, as you can see right here, I left it in my fridge. I added my mortar on top of it just so that to help me press it down a little bit. I did that in my fridge and I left it for almost the whole day. Now this is like almost past 8 or past 9. This should be past 9 p.m. and this is the whey that came out, and I'm just going to leave that aside. Now you are going to properly whisk or mix your yogurt. If it is too thick, you go ahead to add some of your whey into your mixture. Okay, to ensure you have a good consistency, right? So to sweeten, I'm adding 1/4 cup of sugar into my mixture. It is actually very sour when you taste Greek yogurt, unsweetened Greek yogurt. So it's very sour. I just added that just to ensure that it doesn't taste so sour. But mind you, it's not actually sweet. Okay, now you mix properly. I don't have a mixer, but if you have, please use it to mix it. Okay, now this is what I have. Trust me, Nasabad, each of these cups that you are seeing here, this cup as you are seeing, cost almost 5,000 naira or 6,000 naira for Greek yogurt. But I bought the refill for 6,800, and this is what I got. If I'm to sell this, of which I'm not going to sell, this is personal use. Now imagine how much, if I'm to buy this, imagine how much I would have spent to buy. As you can even see, here I've bought so many. With so many, I've even thrown away the cups. Well, I have to like tell the same person where work supposed to chop now, right? I have to use the remaining one to like mix my watermelon and then enjoy. See you guys in my next video. Bye.